It's time to sit down in your house. Ron's Championship Wrestling is coming at you. Wrestling the way it was meant to be, old style. Now your host for Ron's Championship Wrestling, Ron Wright and Terry Landell.
Welcome to Ron's Championship Wrestling. Wrestling fans, we had a real good night in Knoxville, Tennessee last weekend, but tonight in Maryville, Tennessee at the National Guard Armory, the big main event will be the Dirty White Boy one more time against Sweet Stan Lee. You know, I don't understand that, Tommy. And the contract's already signed for Thanksgiving
tonight.
tonight.
That boy deserves a championship shot either. I mean, you know, to me, a champion, not only is he a great wrestler, but he's clean. You know, I've seen that dirty white boy out wrestling hogs, muddy, dirty, nasty. If I was at Stan Lee, I wouldn't even want to wrestle him to begin with.
Well,
of course, Maryville, Tennessee, that's the perfect place for it to happen, because that's a nasty town anyway. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. But Ricky Morton begged me not to come. But
is that what it
you
is?
never know, I might ride one of them hogs in myself.
Well, let me ask you something. And Thanksgiving night, you're taking on the Dirty White Boy. You know, what do you think about that?
He's going to be the clean one. I'm the commissioner. He's going to take a bath.
You're the man. You're the man.
He's going to buy
over
some new tights before I wrestle him.
Huh. What do you think about all this? Ron, you're going to be...
Now, wait a minute, Ron. Mr. Wright, now, Mr. Wright, now, I know one thing about you. You're an honest and you're a fair man. That's the reason I'm here. I mean, even though you bought me a house, I thought this was pretty fair. Terry said he did. I mean, I don't know, but it don't matter. But bottom line is, you wouldn't wrestle a nasty man like that, would you?
No, he's a lot cleaner than what you think yet. He just gets down to the nitty-gritty of his wrestling tactics.
Well, that ain't got nothing to do
Now,
with
him and Ron is tight right here, Tommy. I mean, brother, they're tight. I mean, he loves to walk down that aisle or get in a wheelchair and just walk out with the Dirty White Boy. I mean, hey...
What you're saying is he cleans up good and Dirty White Boy don't know how.
Well, that's why...
We'll clean him up for you, Tommy.
I tell you what, Tommy, on today's show... On today's show, let's show what you did to the Rock and Roll Express. Everybody's always calling in and talking about. Let's see. Let's show that right there.
By myself, I did.
That's right. That's just business. Let's go to it. Okay, wrestling fans, right there it was. You know, hey, you know.
You know what? The winner of the tag match tonight, right?
No, Thanksgiving night. Thanksgiving night.
Turkey night. Turkey night.
Turkey night. Turkey
Well, I
night.
got rid of one turkey last week anyway. But Ricky Morton, if
But I
you do
wanna
have
know-
the guts and can call Robert Gibson up, he know where to be.
I want to
found.
know why them two boys, Salt and Pepper,
What two boys?
jumped in with you right there in Knoxville. Hey, I want to know about Wild
Hey,
Man
brother,
Jeff Anderson.
After I did a tap dance on Ricky Morton, all the people in the crowd wanted to jump in and do it. You know, I mean, what can I say? I'm a bad man.
I just want to know about Salt and Pepper, Jeff Anderson
I
and
put
Big
that
Money
on my
Marcus.
steaks and baked potatoes.
I mean, you know, hey, that's coming up Thanksgiving night in Knoxville, Tennessee,
I put it on my turkey tail.
against the Rock and Roll Express. Now, you're telling me that Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton's going to be right here in Knoxville. Is that what you're saying?
All them fans are saying they're going to be here. I don't think between the both of them they got the guts to come to the Knoxville city limits. I hope they do come down, though. I'll have to whoop both of them.
What do you think about this, Ron? I mean, hey, it's sopping up, and hey,
Well, now, wait a minute. What kind of... He's a dirty white boy fan. Now, what kind of opinion can Mr. Wright have?
hey, he's the owner,
I
man.
remember him, though, when he was a mean man.
He's the owner, man. That's what we got to look at.
I still got a lot to say so, Mr. Rich. Let me tell you something.
Wait a
son.
minute. I'm the commissioner, too,
Don't
sir.
you ever underestimate the Rock and Roll Express, because if you do, you're liable to be going back down the road towards Atlanta with your nose mashed flat up on your face.
no, he's
Well,
already
I still
got
have
a
a
house.
house here, Mr.
Oh, I
Wright.
done
And
got him
by
a
the way,
house.
can
That's
you
all
see
right.
what the back of my shirt says?
Yes, sir.
It ain't sports entertainment. It's the real deal.
Amen.
I hope Ricky and Robert understand that now.
Oh,
Because I hate to have to hurt him again.
They
But
do.
you know, hey, the roof's going off. You know, we've got a big show tonight at the National Guard Armory starting at 8 o'clock in Maryville, Tennessee. Hey, wrestling fans, we want everybody to come out tonight, big family show. But hey, let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Hey, wrestling fans. Having car problems, or are you just trying to avoid them? Well, in either case, get over to Economy Auto Service on East Magnolia Avenue. From transmissions to tune-ups, parts, or even if you don't know what the problem is, Economy Auto Service has bumper-to-bumper service to take care of your auto problem. That's Economy Auto Service in 1925 East Magnolia Avenue, or call them at 522-7845. Once again, that's Economy Auto Service, 1925 East Magnolia Avenue, or 522-7845. Tell them Ron sent you.
Hello there, wrestling fans. None other than Ron Wright from Ron's Championship Wrestling right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine just in case you ever need bonded out of jail here anywhere in this part of the country in Knoxville. Mr. Brent Woods, a man you need to call.
Thanks, Ron. Well, I'm Brent Woods with Tennessee Bonding Company. If you ever go to jail in Anderson, Knox, Jefferson, Granger, or Cobb County, for your fastest way out of jail, please give me a call. Brent Woods with Tennessee Bonding Company.
Hello, I'm Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express, and I'm coming from you from Ron's Championship Wrestling. Now, your dreams can come true. If you want to be a professional wrestler, call the number right here below the screen. I'm talking about the legend himself, Ron Wright.
Ace Lock and Key.
She knows who to call. Ace Lock and Key, 546-9400.
You need a new vehicle? Then get over to Planet Knoxville Auto Center before you make any decisions. They have your next new used vehicle. Whether it's a truck, car, hardtop, or ragtop, Planet Knoxville has a wide selection to choose from. And no need to worry about credit problems. Everybody rides at Planet Knoxville Auto Center, located 1 mile from Walmart at 6416 Clinton Highway, or give them a call at 938-4818. That's Planet Knoxville Auto Center on Clinton Highway. Tell them the K-Town Daddy sent you.
Okay, Ron, you know, I tell you what, man, this is a real good show right here today. And on personality,
Rock'em and a sock'em, Landale.
on the personality
Rock 'em
pro,
and sock 'em robots. I remember them too, Mr. Wright.
personality profile today will be the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton. And we have turned to, well, you know, we have.
I want to get to the real deal, though. Where is the single strap?
The sweet Stan Lee is taking on the dirty white boy
I don't know if I
tonight.
like how you said that.
Well, now, I don't know the whole story of that
Sweet.
deal. Sweet Stan Lee is taking on the dirty white boy tonight in Maryville for the title. Don't know what's going on that deal, but hey, we're going to personality profile with our buddy Ron, your buddy Ron, and the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton.
Wrestling fans, here today on Personality Profile, we have one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton. And Ricky, we want to go back and follow up on what Tommy Rich and the two members of Salt and Pepper, the tag team, did to you that night. We want your comments on that.
Well, Rod, first of all, I want to say it's a pleasure being here back in Knoxville, Tennessee. And to go back on November 16th, when I did have the big match with Tommy Rich, the National Guard Armory, you have to understand, this goes back for a long time ago with tag teams among Jeff Anderson. Now, him and his partner come and hit the ring. They knew for the fact that when we was in the match, me and Tommy Rich, we were turning it on. I got to say one thing for Tommy, he's one of the top wrestlers in the world. You can't take nothing away from him. He can come out here, he can talk the talk, but also you have to understand Tommy Rich can walk the walk. But let's go on to this now. Jeff Anderson can't stand the fact about me and Robert Gibson coming back to Knoxville, Tennessee, because he thinks he's the king of all the tag teams, him and his partner. Well, there's one thing about this you've got to understand, Jeff Anderson. That Thanksgiving night, which is Turkey night, the winner of our match becomes the tag team champions. Now, won't you run down our track record and understand one thing about tag teams? Robert and I have been 8-time world tag team champions. Well, I'm not out here to try to impress you, because if you try to impress me, won't you eat an apple and spit me out a fruit salad? See, that would impress me. Other than that, I've seen it all. I've been down every highway that you could ever think of, but every road we took, understand this, Jeff Anderson, took us to the top. Now, Thanksgiving night, it's one thing that I can tell all these people, and I make them a promise that when we leave that building, the National Guard Armory, Thanksgiving night, right here in Knoxville, Tennessee, it's going to be like the old days. I want all the fans out there to understand that we are become the tag team champions. Right. Now, it's been a long time since Robert and I have been here. We've got a lot of fans out here. The ones that are watching, I mean, the memories I have here in Knoxville, Tennessee, nobody can even believe how I think about it. How it comes back, to bring the memories back. But I want it to come back now. I'm back here in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm back here at Ron's Championship Wrestling, and I'm proud of it, because you got to understand one thing about Robert Gibson and myself. Nobody ever gave us nothing. Right. Like they say, old school wrestling. Yes, it was old school wrestling. Nobody walked up to Robert Gibson and myself on a silver platter because they were my best friend that said, here, you're going to be the tag team champions. Right. It took blood, it took sweat, and it took tears. And that's why we are here in Ron's Championship Wrestling, because if you don't earn it, you don't get it. If you don't deserve it, it's not going to be there waiting on you. Not because your best friend said so. It's what you get and how you wrestle for it. And I want Jeff Anderson and his partner to know one thing. That come Thanksgiving night, you're going to understand how come we were 8 times world tag team champions.
Ricky's going to be a great night of action. Wrestling fans, you won't want to miss it.
Well, that's right. Ron, I hate to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off there. But it is. There's one thing I have to say. That's the reason we're here before. When you come out to Ron's Championship Wrestling, you see quality wrestling. You don't see some kind of bull crap that somebody made up that they put it on down here at the flea market. This is Ron's Championship Wrestling. We'll be at the National Guard Armory. If you can't wear the boots to get in the ring, you won't be able to here, because one thing I can say, when Ron Wright's running this organization right here, it's run professionally. And you've got to understand the track record of Ron Wright, one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Hope you're listening, Ron. Give me a pat on the back, little points there. No, I'm just kidding, because Ron knows the same way I do, that if you don't deserve it, you don't get it. It's not who your friends are here at Ron's Championship Wrestling. It's what you deserve. But I want all the fans to come out, because Robert and I will be there early, sign autographs like we used to do. So come on down. A lot of you hadn't seen in a long time. And Robert Gibson and I are still the same. We still think we're in our prime.
Ricky, you are still in your prime, and I know the fans are glad to see you back, and we're looking forward to a lot of top-notch action here at Ron's Championship Wrestling.
What a night of
action. So
and it's Turkey night.
Fans come out and see a great night of action, see new tag team champions crowned.
Thank you, Ron. Appreciate it.
Fans, that's this edition of Personality Profile on Ron's Championship Wrestling. Back with more action right after this.
Ace Lock and Keys.
You need a new vehicle? Then get over to Planet Knoxville Auto Center before you make any decisions. They have your next new used vehicle. Whether it's a truck, car, hardtop, or ragtop, Planet Knoxville has a wide selection to choose from. And no need to worry about credit problems. Everybody rides at Planet Knoxville Auto Center. located 1 mile from Walmart at 6416 Clinton Highway, or give them a call at 938-4818. That's Planet Knoxville Auto Center on Clinton Highway. Tell them the K-Town Daddy sent you.
Ace Lock and Key.
She knows who to call. Ace Lock and Key, 546-9400.
Hello, I'm Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express, and I'm coming from you from Ron's Championship Wrestling. Now, your dreams can come true. If you want to be a professional wrestler, call the number right here below the screen. I'm talking about the legend himself, Ron Wright.
Hello there, wrestling fans. None other than Ron Wright from Ron's Championship Wrestling right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine just in case you ever need bonded out of jail here anywhere in this part of the country in Knoxville. Mr. Brent Woods, a man you need to call.
Thanks, Ron. Well, I'm Brent Woods with Tennessee Bonding Company. If you ever go to jail in Anderson, Knox, Jefferson, Granger, or Cobb County, for your fastest way out of jail, please give me a call. Brent Woods with Tennessee Bonding Company.
Hey, wrestling fans. Having car problems, or are you just trying to avoid them? Well, in either case, get over to Economy Auto Service on East Magnolia Avenue. From transmissions to tune-ups, parts, or even if you don't know what the problem is, Economy Auto Service has bumper-to-bumper service to take care of your auto problem. That's Economy Auto Service in 1925 East Magnolia Avenue, or call them at 522-7845. Once again, that's Economy Auto Service, 1925 East Magnolia Avenue, or 522-7845. Tell them Ron sent you.
You know, Ron, we've had a real good show right here, but we've got a champion. We're going to bring Sweet Stan Lee out here in a few minutes, but before we bring him out here, we want to talk about everything's going on in Ron's Championship Wrestling. Here we are. We've got the Rock and Roll Express in here.
Waking them up around here.
And, buddy, we're getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of people wanting to come in here, and, you know, Ron, here we are tonight in Maryville, Tennessee, and we're getting ready to go on the road, and, you know, if there's anybody out there would like to see Ron's Championship Wrestling come to your school, or any organization needs to raise any money out there, they need to call Ron's Championship Wrestling. And, you know, Ron, we got a good wrestling school here. We got Ricky Morton, Jeff Anderson, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Dirty White Boy, and even you're in the gym trying to teach some of these guys, and a lot of the guys is calling in, you know, wanting to be trained. You know, you need to stay with the best and leave the rest alone. And
got some good ones calling in. We're getting lined up.
You know, Ron, you know, coming up tonight in Maryville, Tennessee at 8 o'clock, the big main event, the last time that the White Boy is getting a shot of the title's on the line against Sweet Stan Lee. And so we want to bring the champion in here right here today. And, hey, Stan, what's going on, buddy?
You know, Dirty White Boy, right there in Knoxville, you couldn't get the job done. You tried and you tried all your tricks of the trade, but it didn't pay off for you, did it? But one more time, right across the river there in Maryville, you're going to get the chance one more time.
Hold on a minute, Stan. We've got a little footage of what happened in Knoxville last Saturday night. Let's go.
We don't need to show that.
Now, let's go to it.
me the last time off. Dirty, yeah, Tommy Wildfire Rich. You put one over on me, boy. You slipped one by the dirty white boy. You had that ace in the hole. So once again, one more week, you get to be the heavyweight champion. Well, that's fine and dandy, because I tell you what's going to happen tonight in Maryville. And I can't wait to get there. I know a lot of people in Maryville, and I'm looking forward, and I want to personally invite everybody in Maryville to come out to see me whoop up on a bleach blonde bimbo that is nothing. You remind me of a woman, so that's the way I'm going to treat you. I'm going to smack you all over that place, and then I'm going to take that title. And if Tommy Wildfire Red wants to show up that night, maybe I'll smack him around a little bit too. But you see, Ron Wright has done me a favor. Thanksgiving night in Knoxville, Tennessee. Hey, Wildfire, it's me and you, buddy. Straight up. I'm not going to worry about no title that night. Whether I have it or whether I don't, it doesn't matter. Because I'm setting it to the side, because I'm coming for you. Nobody humiliates me. Nobody embarrasses me like you did. So let me tell you something, Tommy Wildfire Ridge. Thanksgiving night. Ooh, son, it's all coming to a head. We liable to be all over that building, out in the parking lot. We liable to have to stop traffic. But I'm coming for you, Tommy Ridge. You just make sure you have the intestinal fortitude to show up in K-Town.
Okay, wrestling fans, right there it was.
Oh, 30 more seconds and I had the man pinned 1, 2, 3.
So what are you trying to say in the wrestling business? What do we need to do? Is try to find a new referee or something? Is that what you're saying?
If you can get one, it would sure help. Do you know what it's like for me to be a champion and have to show up and wrestle these dirty white boy? What kind of name even is that?
What do you think about tonight in Maryville? I mean, the roof's coming off. I mean, you know, you got the salt and pepper's going to be there, and, you know, a lot of people's coming, you know, that way. So what do you think about that?
I'm going to tell you this right here and now. White boy, this is your last shot at it. You either make up or break it. You ain't going to get it. No more after tonight.
You know, Ron, we've had a real good show right here today. And, you know, Thanksgiving night, hey, spread the word. Anybody ain't got nothing to do on Thanksgiving night. I mean, buddy, hey, we're all going to be full and everything, so we want everybody to show up. You know, Ron, you know, talk about Thanksgiving night. The big main event is going to be the Rock and Roll Express. Ricky and Robert is going to be right here in Knoxville. And that's what all the wrestling fans has been sending letters in here, calling. You know, we want to see the Rock and Roll Express right now. You know, so they're coming in, but they're going against the Salt and Pepper. I mean, Big Money Marcus and Wild Man Jeff Anderson. And then, I don't know what's going on this deal on Thanksgiving night, but against the Dirty White Boy, against Tommy Rich, man. Tommy is just, I mean, he's talking about, you know, he's come up here and he's bought a house in Knoxville and he's going to do this and he's going to do that. And, you know, he's wanting to go around and, you know, talk to all the kids. He's got a heart, you know, and Ron, we got Christmas for the kids coming up right here in Knoxville. And, you know, if there's anybody out there would like to sponsor Ron's Championship Wrestling, y'all can give us a phone call right now. 865-973-8092, and, you know, Ron and Sweet Stan, it's tonight in Maryville, Tennessee. What do you got to tell them to show up in Maryville?
Don't you dare miss it for anything.
I mean, hey, tonight in Maryville, we want everybody to show up right there at the National Guard Armory. The roof's coming off at 8 o'clock, and don't forget about Thanksgiving night at the National Guard Armory at 8 o'clock next door to West High School in Knoxville, Tennessee. For more information, call 865-973-8092, and it's just business. Ron's Championship Wrestling, only way to go.
God bless you.
Be there.
Look forward to seeing you.